Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're here today to consider several nominations across the numerous federal agencies that we have, and I welcome all of you to our committee. I've met with each of the nominees today and look forward to hearing from them about the goals for the positions to which they've been nominated as well as their qualifications. We have many introductions to make, so I will keep my remarks today focused on the highest profile position before us, the Director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, or FHFA. This is a unique position within all of the federal government and requires very specific expertise. Not only does the head of the FHFA act as a regulator to all of the government-sponsored enterprises, but as conservator, this person actually operates Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, whose combined portfolios exceed $5 trillion. Because the powers of this position are so unique and unparalleled within government, any nominee to this important position must be politically independent and have the necessary policy and technical expertise. Specifically, a nominee must understand the traditional economics and concerns of financial service regulators such as credit risk, market risk, operation risk, and liquidity risk. Additionally, the nominee must understand the business strategies necessary to operate two multi-trillion-dollar companies in a manner that conserves their assets until Congress determines our future housing finance system. Finding anyone with that expertise is a challenge, but on top of that knowledge, it's essential that the individual have a history of demonstrated political independence. This position is not a presidential advisor or a member of a commission who must work in a collaborative fashion. As the conservator, the director of the FHFA acts alone, on his own authority, and possesses all of the powers of the officers, board of directors, and shareholders of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. The current person holding this job, Acting Director Ed DeMarco, is a career civil servant and a PhD economist named to his post by President Obama in 2009. Since that time, I have not heard anyone question his technical expertise. He's also an apolitical financial regulator who has resisted political pressure from all sides of the political spectrum. Yet, since he decided against supporting the administration's push for principal reductions in underwater mortgages, an effort has been waged for his removal. Within that context, we've received the nomination of Representative Watt. I've previously expressed my concern about the President choosing to make an appointment of this political nature. This is not a reflection on Representative Watt. The Congressman has a long and successful career in Congress and on the Housing Financial Services Committee, representing his constituents very well. He's also a member who is well liked by his colleagues and someone who is respected and with whom I enjoy discussing these issues. My concerns, rather, reflect the unique position of the FHFA director, who needs to be the regulator, operator, and shareholder of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. As I said, the director has virtually unchecked power to control two multi-trillion-dollar companies and through them the entire mortgage market. This requires an in-depth knowledge of the operations of the mortgage industry, the mortgage-backed security industry, structured securitizations, investment portfolios, the operations of both public and private insurance and guarantees, and the expertise to oversee the nearly 12,000 employees employed by these entities. In addition, the director must be able to adequately transition both the FHFA and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac for whatever Congress ultimately decides for the GSEs. Recently, earning reports indicate that perhaps we've turned a corner, at least for now, as it relates to the losses at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. However, the taxpayers have already spent nearly $190 billion bailing out these two companies. With the size of their operations, a decision resulting in even the smallest negative variation could mean the loss of billions more and a return to the Treasury draws that have plagued these conservatorships. With that in mind, we must gain a better understanding of Representative Watt's positions on a great variety of issues, as well as how he plans to insulate himself from the political winds that surround Fannie and Freddie. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.